What's up guys, it's George Yuyu, and in today's video I'm going to show you 3 ways to close the distance or cover the gap between you and your opponent. But first, I want to say thank you because we reached 4,000 subscribers and counting. I'll be doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, so make sure to leave a like and drop some comments below for the YouTube algorithm. Also, check out my latest community post and let me know what you guys think of the new logo design. Alright, so closing the distance, can't we just walk straight in? Can we just walk straight in? Would that work?
No, I don't think so. Unless you want to take a few hits.
Unless you want to take a few hits.
Yeah.
You can, but chances are you're probably going to get hit on the way there. And if you're facing a really good opponent, he's going to land a few punches and keep getting out of the way. You're going to be chasing him all night. The point of boxing is to take the least amount of damage while inflicting maximum amount of damage to your opponent. So if you're walking straight into your opponent to close the distance, you're going to take some damage along the way. And when you're fighting with small gloves and no headgear, that might be the end of the fight. So try to protect your brain as much as you can. I mean, you're gonna get hit regardless, but really focus on minimizing the amount of damage taken. Okay, the first way to close the distance is by moving your head as you cover the gap. Try to be deceptive and not repetitive. So don't just move your head left, right. If you do, your opponent is gonna time it, and as you're moving your head, you might get caught with a solid punch. Practice moving your head in different directions, different tempos, and make sure your hands are up by your face, because if you do get hit, at least it's partially blocked. You can't just walk straight in because you're gonna get hit, right? Or he's gonna move. So move your head and not just, stand over here on this side. And not just move your head like this, because if he notices that I'm doing this every single time, he's gonna time it as I come in and he's gonna throw that right cross, or he might even throw that straight left, boom. You might get caught. So move it in different directions. So get in your boxing stance. You're trying to close the gap. Your opponent is throwing punches or he's moving. Move your head as you come in. Ready? Different directions. Boom. What you do on the inside is up to you. You can grab, you can smother, throw your punches, but practice moving your head. Left, right, down, hold to one side, hold to the other side. And as you're moving your head, your hands are up, you can turn, and you're slowly closing the distance, getting closer and closer to your opponent. Okay, the second way to close the distance is by feinting and footwork. So now we're combining 2 things. As you close the gap, don't be linear. Take a half step to one side, half step back, half step to the other. You're closing the distance in different directions. So I'm not just approaching him in a straight line here, and I'm moving to the left, I'm moving to the right, I'm moving forward, and then I'm adding a feint. You want to keep your opponent guessing. As you're moving left, right, center, moving in different directions while you close the distance, feint your jab. Your feints will distract your opponent. Now he's focused on protecting from getting punched while you close the distance. So I'm trying to close the distance. I'm not moving in a straight line here, because if I do that, he's gonna throw a cross. I'm going straight into his shots, straight into the danger zone. So what I want to do is I want to approach him moving to my left, moving to my right. So he's turning left, right. He doesn't know which way I'm approaching him. And while I do that, I'm flicking my jab, or I'm feinting my jab. Here, side, moving, footwork, feint, fake, here, boom. Bah. So I'm working my way in side to side. I'm not coming straight at him. And I'm feinting some jabs so I can kind of mask my advancement forward. Okay, the third way to close the distance is by throwing punches. Let's assume you're the shorter fighter. Throw your jab as you're coming forward, but get your head off the center line. So don't just throw the jab here, right? Imagine you're the shorter fighter kind of throwing up. You don't want to throw the jab and keep your head in the same spot. Throw your jab and move. Throw your jab and move, or move your head as you throw the jab. The whole point is to get your head off the center line, so there's a less likelihood of you getting hit as you're covering the distance. All right, so I'm trying to close the distance, and this is where you mix everything up. You can do your head movement, you can do your fancy footwork, moving left, right, center, right, to try to close your distance. And now instead of feinting, you're actually throwing a shot. So he's gonna be distracted. He's gonna be like, okay, well, I need to counter this guy, or I need to get out of the way because he's throwing punches. I need to defend myself. And throw punches as you're moving in. So you're trying to close the distance. Assume he's taller, he has a longer reach. You're throwing you're throwing, you might not land every shot. There you go. You might not land, get a little closer. You might not land every shot, but you throw and move your head. Once you see your opening, probably got off angle, but once you see your opening, that's when you take that step forward. So throw your punches as you're moving in, but make sure you get your head off the center line. You don't want to throw your punches. You don't want to cover the distance with your head in the same spot, because you're going to leave yourself open. You're going to get hit, and you don't want to get hit. Save that brain. All right, guys, thanks for watching. So those are the 3 ways to close the distance or cover the gap between you and your opponent. Again, if you're boxing, it's dangerous as it is. You don't expect to get into a boxing match or get in a fight and not get hit. That's very unlikely. Again, it's inevitable. You're gonna get hit regardless. So boxing is dangerous, but try to make it a little less dangerous and move your head. If you can take anything from this video, it's move your head as you close the distance. Don't just rush in. Don't just try to be a bull, because then your opponent's gonna move, use his footwork, use his hands to keep you out at bay. So make sure you move your head. If that's all you can take from this video, then I did my job. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Again, I'm gonna do a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So make sure you share, comment, like, and subscribe. Anything you gotta say?
Nothing.
That's it. Thanks for watching.